Hey, we're back with 2xko news stuff. Blitzcrank was announced and they have another video. But maybe bigger news, since I'm so late, the beta happened actually for 2xko. This thing's out. People are playing it. There's people looking for codes. I saw the Reddit is like full of people asking for codes and shit, and people are getting annoyed already. And I'm in the beta again. Or I guess it wasn't that beta back then, but I'm in again. But first I want to see the Blitzcrank thing because I actually haven't seen it, so I know he's in the game, but I saw his design.
Reciprocating hostility.
I don't like the voice. What the fuck is that? He's so weird. His punch pulled. Hold up. Huh? That's kind of crazy.
Trash detected.
Grappler. Yeah, so I've heard that, which makes sense. He's a grappler. That's fine. The punch thing is crazy though. I don't know how that's supposed to work. Was that like an armored grab, dude? What the fuck? Hey, that seemed familiar. I know Sejan was talking about like how Blitzcrank was a menace because he's obviously played him before. It sounded crazy. And he looks pretty crazy. He's got like armored ranged grabs. What the fuck? What is this? He like winds up. It's not like a stance. I thought it was a stance for a second, but I see the steam. It's like a quick install? What was that?
They are not constructed like me. Error. Extend.
Okay.
Rotate.
He sounds so human. I kind of hate it. Command grab is funny. The air grab. The spin.
Into the
That spin. You could just hang.
Engage.
Combos I think forever, by the way.
This unit contained. Unit dismantled. You should change
I feel
your
like
settings.
that's a weird ultimate super. I saw that thing. Fuck. Why does he have a book? Whatever. For those that don't know, in League, Blitzcrank, he's got like a secret lore. Like it's lore that no one really cares about, but it's there. It's that, or at least he used to. I don't know if they changed things. I've kind of been out of the loop in League stuff, but whatever. He used to be a like dating service robot or something. Someone like made him, and he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna live my life." And then he started like a robot dating service thing. So he's kind of a silly guy, I guess. I don't. He's just kind of in the background. No one really gives a fuck about Blitzcrank. Besides, like in game, he's got the rocket grab, which is like this basically. The rocket grab is so weird. In a fighting game context, it's like, you know. This is Arcane, by the way, in the background. That's Arcane's on. Yeah, that's crazy. This is 2 something. I don't feel like armored through. He armored through the monkey. Did he armored through like the hammer too? I don't know. That looked crazy. Let's see them talk about it, because like what? That's like Zangief does that. Like, you know, there's a lot of people like Andre, I guess. Andre?
Everyone,
Not Andre. What's this motherfucker's name? Hugo.
Caroline.
Hugo does that.
I am
Sorry.
the champion designer on Blitzcrank, and with me we have.
He made a lot of it too, I
I'm the
believe.
champion designer on 2xko.
Blitzcrank is a
that.
champion that we knew from the beginning that we really wanted to have in our game.
We knew Blitz was going to be our first true grappler in the game. Just
I wonder
look
if they're
at
gonna put
those
an
hands.
enchanter in the game, because we got Brahma and Blitz. They're 2 tank
They're ready.
supports. How about an
They're
enchanter?
ready for that command grab. Blitzcrank is from Zon. They were kind of designed to clean up after all the sump and all of the waste that's all around there. So we actually named a lot of their moves after that. When thinking about designing a
Up
grappler
hot.
in
He was that,
TFCO,
but he,
usually
like,
grapplers
stopped that.
are really slow, and then
So this map.
Blitzcrank doesn't quite move the fastest. You see there, it takes them a little while to get from one end of the screen to the other.
You'll get there, little buddy.
But the place that Blitzcrank really wants to be is up close. This is the desired position for a Blitzcrank
He brings
player
his
to-
opponents close. Like because normally that's the challenge with the grapplers is like they're big and slow, and so that means that they have to get close, and that's like really hard for them because they're like big, slow, and tall, which is all bad things for fighting game characters because it means there's like more stuff can hit you, and like you get bigger combos are done on you and stuff like that. So usually they get like more health to compensate and stuff like that, and they get some tools like armor or whatever, or like Zangief Green Hand or whatever. He like slaps projectiles out of the way. There's some characters that have something like, not some, there's very few characters like a Tager from BlazBlue, which is my main fighting game, BlazBlue Central Fiction. Tager has he's a grappler, he's slow as fuck in a very fast-paced fighting game, but to compensate he has like magnets. He can like electrify people, and he has moves that like magnetize them, like bring them in, you know. So that's what Blitzcrank has, but it's like a, you know, this is rocket grab. It's like an all-in kind of move in League. It's like you either hit it and you're winning, or you don't and you're like, oh shit, I guess I'll try again in like 12 seconds. It's been done before. It's just not like super crazy. It's like, holy shit, put them in. But like full screen is like, holy shit.
And we have this big
Especially if it is like so all in. There has been other moves that do that, but
so the place that Blitzcrank really wants to be is up close. This is the desired position for a Blitzcrank player to be.
yeah. Jinx has a meter too. I didn't think I know that. Man, he has like a
one button input.
an ice cream. It looks
So
like ice
we
cream.
hold down and we press S2 and we get garbage collection. You can see how much damage that
Garbage
did. Did more
collection.
than a quarter of Jinx's life. The counterplay to this is to jump. And so even if
Yeah.
you were jumping, I could also jump and command grab.
Yeah, because for those that don't know, we call it's like a rock paper scissors, like a basic rock paper scissors in fighting games. You know, there's blocking, attacking, and grabbing. When you attack, you block it. The blocker wins that because they can just block and attack again, or attack back rather. But if someone's blocking, then the thing that beats that is grabbing, because you can't block a grab. So that just goes through. And generally, we say the thing that beats grabbing is attacking because attacks are faster. But generally, the way we actually beat grabbing is like jumping or backdashing away even. There are grabs that like launch upward or whatever, or like are specifically made to grab people midair. But a lot of grapplers have this as an air grab, or like, you know, either grab you in the air or grab you out of the air. This is very common.
Well,
This is pretty funny. I like
a little
it.
bit where they have a special that will actually bring the opponent right next
Yeah,
to them.
that's
These
crazy.
rocket grabs are on Blitzcrank's
Rocket
S1
grabs,
specials.
multiple?
They have the ability to pull you in on hit or on block. So even if you block this,
On block.
I'll be able to bring you into this grapple zone. And if you're continuing to block,
That's-
then I would just grab you out of that.
It's a crazy thing because the thing with grapplers is they usually don't have like super big combos, but like they have the grab, which fucks your shit up, right? It does big damage. But when they do it, it kind of like resets to neutral. Kind of like this one actually. He just did it and like Jinx is all the way up over there.
Specials.
Back up
They
too
have the
far.
ability to pull you in on hit or on block. So even if you block this, I'll be able to bring you into this grapple zone. And if you're continuing to block, then I would just grab you
Yeah,
out of
grab,
that spot.
slam, and yeah, it, like pushes Surefire out. That might be too close because it looks like Blitz can just move here, and Jinx still has to get up, so he can just move up, you know. So that kind of, especially with like assists and stuff, that looks like a very powerful grab because it seems like he could just kind of go back in instead of like truly resetting to neutral. It kind of depends on the game. Some games choose to make a command grab like really powerful. It depends on the character too. Zangief's command grab like fucking hurt in Street Fighter, right? BB Tag Kanji has like, he has command grabs and they hurt. They don't do like half your fucking health, right? He has like a follow up. His is like his persona stabs you, shocks you, and then Kanji can like jump up with a steel chair and like slam into you, and he's pretty close after he does that, right? Like extra damage plus he's close. The command grab itself is like not great damage wise, but Blitzcrank doesn't really have that. Doesn't deal a ton of damage. Oh, you'd expect more utility, but I guess he just gets them more often. I'm guessing that's kind of the scenario. I feel like that would be just more annoying to fight against, but I guess we'll
Put into
see.
Position again. You might notice that the rocket grab
Confused,
has
yeah.
this follow up into an uppercut.
Oh,
And
I didn't notice
this is
that.
actually inspired by
That was just
the League
its
of
own move.
Legends QE combo.
Yeah,
And even if
QE.
you are jumping in the air, I would be able to yoink you from the air. And even if I'm on the ground and you're in the air, I can restand you back into this position right in front of Blitz, right in your face. With
It's not just a command grab, it just grabs you,
to
puts
this
you in front of him.
position right in
Not get
on the
grab
ground and you're
and
in
then
the-
jab. Because like she's actionable, no?
air, I can restand you back into this position right in front of Blitz, right in your face.
That comment. Jinx looks very 3D with her like swaying back and forth, and the fish bones, the fish shark rocket launcher, like moving with her. She looks like very 3D. While other characters I feel like they've looked very 2D.
You might notice this bar at the bottom here with a little puff.
Yes.
What Blitz
Is
does
that
here
damage?
is they can start spinning their arm to generate steam, and the steam kind of converts into this electricity.
Upgrades
and
you?
that empowers
Damage
their
or-
special moves in unique ways that actually help them with their next interaction. And Blitzcrank holds on to the steam.
The
when
next
tagged
interaction,
out.
as in for knockdown, doesn't seem like it actually upgrades the move itself. It like damage wise or anything. It probably does, but like better wake up.
actually help them
Not wake
with their
up,
next
you know,
interaction.
Loki.
And Blitzcrank holds on to the steam when tagged out. You can charge a little bit, tag out, and then come back and actually finish the charge. It stops the decaying from happening as well.
Is it like squiggly? Because I like her charging. I don't think it is.
Basically, what happens is Blitzcrank gets empowered S1 special. Let's take a look at the S1 rocket grab. What this does is it comes out a little bit faster, and then it blasts
It's
through,
shot.
and then you get a little combo at the end.
Okay.
So the other things
not
that
just
you
the
get
grab
from
that you get.
Steam are
Combo.
all of
That's cool.
Blitzcrank's down S2 command
Armored.
grabs will actually have one hit of armor.
Plenty of optimization you can take on if you want to.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff just works and works pretty intuitively.
That's what I was noticing from just seeing like this little bit of what I've seen. Because grapplers usually they're pretty simple. They use like kind of got the grab and then you're good. With Blitzcrank, it's kind of crazy because he can get him pretty easily, but like he's got all these options and the Steam thing that upgrades him, and he has like so many follow-ups. It looks like it's kind of a lot to deal with. Like from what you'd expect from a grappler, instead of just like do the grab, you can like get the command grab. You can like just place them in front of you. You can upgrade it and then get all these bonuses and stuff. And then you have like the armor grab. They have like different ways to spend it. There's like kind of a lot to him. And I'm like, yeah, this is kind of a lot for a grappler. He's like cooking. Also, especially with the steam, like when he shocks you and stuff, you're like frozen and it looks like it's for a while. He said like, oh yeah, things kind of just work. Like it looks like it would just work because you're just frozen with hit stun forever. I think that's cool.
Other ways to
He
get
looks
Blitzcrank
more complicated than
into
other
kind of
characters.
a stronger state to give you a bit
Kinda.
more advantage for the next move.
At least, like,
is
more
the
immediately
F2 rocket
complicated.
punch.
Like, he
And
could
so
do, like,
I
a
can
lot.
punch through the projectiles, and then I can actually cancel that into a rocket grab. So on hit, on block, I can kind of do a little 1-2 punch.
Yeah, he's doing a
and
lot,
put them
dude.
in. One way that we wanted to add some more of a hands feel for our grappler mains
Hands
in our
feel?
game was to kind of add in
Motions?
some extra tech. And one way that we did that is by adding in a car cancel. It's a little
Hey,
subtle, but
this is a lot of characters have this. Who doesn't know a car cancel or a kara? First of all, a cancel is when you stop doing a thing and then do another thing immediately. Right, so where a car cancel is, some moves kind of move you when you do them. So I don't know what move like Blitzcrank has, obviously, but if he has a move that like steps him forward when he does it, he can do that move really fast and then do a command grab really like immediately after, basically. And so the game will see you do both inputs for both of these attacks. It'll think like, oh, you obviously meant to do the second attack, but it will let you start doing the first attack. So you get the step up from the first attack, but then you'll get the grab or whatever, the second thing you wanted to do. And they displayed it a second ago. See, he looks like he stepped up here. And then like he like grabbed. So instead of grabbing someone that from like this range, he like stepped up and then went for the grab in like this range.
in a car cancel. It's a little subtle, but
Oh, yeah.
what you are doing here is taking the forward S2 spinning turbine
There you go.
and
That
then
move.
canceling it into the crouch S2 garbage collection. And what that does is it gives Blitzcrank
Gives
a
you
little
more
bit of
range.
an extra boost. So if I'm over here and I'm like, oh, I just whiffed that grab.
I feel so safe.
You are
You're
so
so far
safe. But if I added in the forward S2 momentum, it adds that momentum to the grab, then I can suddenly close that distance and grab Jinx out of the
Looks a little weird because it looks like you're just walking up, but like, yeah.
corner. One interesting
Some are
thing
better than
here
others.
is that even when you are doing the car canceled version of garbage collection, it actually
won't use a
changes
charge?
the name to prompt disposal because it's faster. But but it maintains the armor from the steam. So if I were to do this and like Jinx
Yeah,
were
so
to
you get
try to hit me
both
during it,
both
then I would actually
bonuses
keep
without
my
wasting the
armor.
steam.
You might be wondering, can I continue the
That's kinda
step into
nuts.
the running version of this? And you actually can't. So you're kind of opting into
you
whether
have to do
or
it,
not
like,
you
immediately.
want to calculate the perfect distance versus the slower version, which will guaranteed, but it takes a lot longer to get there.
So there's like an execution test and kind of an awareness test, understanding your space.
Exactly.
Execution test,
The
yeah.
better you know your champion, the better that you'll be able to execute these. If your opponent's kind of starting to predict that you're going to do the rocket grab and then they parry it, you can just fake them out. And then I just go into
parry
the
the
steam
grab.
charge, and now I got free steam while she was
It's like a
while
hit
she was
grab.
parrying.
Busy posing.
Hit grab is, it's like a grab you can block, but in this one, he like pulls you in regardless. He just doesn't do the big command grab. He can pull you in. So hit grab.
Busy posing.
It's
I
an
mean, you could
attack,
just
but
backdash out
it
of that
like
if you want to,
Yes.
right?
I
looks like
can
a grab,
cancel out of
basically.
the steam charge, and it will give me that little boost. Like it gives me about 10%.
Your opponent's
each time that I go
lower.
into it. And so if I just like got
your
really
steam.
good at backdash canceling, then I could
losing
just stay
steam.
pretty safe,
That makes
stay
sense to
pretty
me.
far back, and get that full bar of steam, and then capitalize on it.
Very nice.
Good at backdash canceling, then I could just stay pretty safe, stay pretty far back, and
This kind of like squigglies, I guess.
one is kind of what we use mostly for combo enders, the S1 super helping hand. And
punch.
you can hit this OTG off the ground, and
OTG.
you can also deal a ton of damage.
Yeah, OTG off the ground. It means when your opponent's on the ground, you can do the move and it'll hit them. That's it.
So you might be like, oh, Blitzcrank is a support character. What is their assist
I would not.
like? What
I would not call Blitzcrank a support character based off what I've seen, bro.
happens when you have them on the back line instead of on the front line?
Rocket
So Blitzcrank
punch.
has rocket grabs
Armor?
as their assists as well. They have the kind of
I mean,
grounded
it makes
rocket grab
sense,
that
but
pulls the
Jesus,
opponent in.
that's
And
too
they also have an
strong.
air rocket grab that pulls them in from the air, and it actually causes a restand, which is pretty scary.
He's like a weird zoner
So
grappler.
if
It's
I were,
like,
let's
what
say,
the fuck?
doing an RA combo here, and then I just kind of, I can pull them back and then
Crazy.
and
That's
now continue my
fucked
combo,
up.
or I can pull them back and mix them up, or even if I were to just jump over them, call a rocket grab, I now have them in a sandwich situation where
Yeah,
I can
sandwich.
mix them up left and right.
I mentioned sandwiches before when talking about Twitch scale. I don't think I really explained. I kind of did. You see it a lot in BB Tag. A lot of people are like, "Oh, what game should I play to get ready for Twitch scale?" Any fighting game is fine. BB Tag would probably be the best one. I know everyone's saying Marvel. I know everyone's saying Power Rangers, Battle for the Grid. My vote goes for BB Tag because it has active switch. It has a sandwich situation. You're gonna be looking out for that a lot. It's basically you just have both characters on either side of your opponent, and it's important because you can active switch and fuck shit up. So yeah, like they just did.
Blitz
Yeah,
basically just puts
left,
the
left, right,
opponent
and
where
up and
you
down.
want them. And as a
Yeah.
teammate, that's kind of even stronger, right?
I guess it's kind of a double-edged sword though, because let's say you don't have that kind of synergy with your partner, and I'm like doing my little combo here, and then they pull them, or let's say Blitzcrank pulls them out of an air combo while I don't want them to. Then
that's gonna happen a
you
lot
might
when
want to communicate ahead of
two
time.
players,
like,
teams.
I'm gonna go for the grab. Be ready for it. I don't want to mess up your combo, and so it's a really good teammate development tool.
I love that.
That's what you're gonna call it. That's not what I would call it.
Yeah.
Blitzcrank as a support
He's the one
character,
player
I'm wondering who
character is what I'm
Blitzcrank
hearing.
pairs really well with. So Blitz, because they want to kind of gain that steam. Other support characters are actually surprisingly good teammates.
That's cool.
I have Ari on my team right now.
What would they call support character? Like, what does that mean in this game? Doesn't mean shit to me. They're just a fighting game character. You know what I mean? Like, it just. Do you just mean your assist? Like your
But let's
assists,
say
right?
we have Braum on the team. Braum would be able to create that shield.
that,
Even
that's
Yasuo
dumb.
would be able to come in with a wind wall
like that.
assist, and then
Yasuo would be
Blitzcrank can
better.
safely gather steam that way. So that's more for like if I want to optimize for resource. Even with using Arya as a meat shield, and then I charge steam.
I would not
and then
use
tag,
characters as
you'd be
meat
able
shields.
to do that. But
But sure.
Blitzcrank, because they want to get in, Ari calling the
Blitzcrank gets
assist,
steam
getting
pretty
in,
easily,
and then
it
now
looked
I'm in
like.
a perfect
I
situation.
wouldn't be worrying
to
about
also be in
putting up
that
a wall to like do it every time, you
Yeah,
know?
it feels like almost every archetype works really well for Blitz because one way or another, they either get them the ability
Yeah, and
to
like
build
Blitz does
steam
everything
so
he
they-
needs
so
to on
Blitz
his
can
own.
bring
He doesn't need
to them.
anyone.
Right.
Or they make a
So everyone
projectile
works
or a
fine.
hitbox so that Blitz can make their way in on their own.
It's
At
kind of
least that's
funny
what it looks like
because
to me,
I also
so,
designed
yeah.
Alawi. Alawi is another another example of a slower champion.
Lowy.
And they work well together because if Lowy has her tentacles out, then the command grabs just happen to put them into a situation where they get grabbed again by the tentacles. Blitzcrank is also really interesting to use with the sidekick fuse. Sidekick fuse is when you are controlling one point.
That's new, right?
They have a bigger health bar, they have more super meter. What you have are
Oh, that's the new thing that they did. What the fuck?
access to the assists from your secondary character. And so what Blitzcrank does here is allows you to reposition your opponent in ways that other characters in our game can't really do. You'd also be able
Yeah, you just buff up your one character and then get assists from the other one. It's so weird. I don't like it in this game. It's such a weird, like they threw it really late. It wasn't in the game before that we know of. I don't know if people have been talking about like, oh, there's this fuse or whatever from way back when. I don't think I heard that. I think they just like, we're gonna try this thing, and then here it is, and I'm like, this is like really fucked. Hey, I don't know, bro.
able to use their super assist.
I know I've said it before. I've said like you should put Yumi in, and this is basically what Yumi would do. But like, do it like from the start, first of all, and like as a joke, second of all. So I don't know.
Get that extra hitbox on the
Super
screen
gigantic. That's fucked. I don't like that
Yeah,
one.
and Sidekick's really nice when you're trying to learn a new character, for example. You don't have to be thinking about two characters at once. You get to focus all your energy on, say, learning Ari, and then you've just got Blitz there to come with whoever you're trying to learn, just to bring him in and make life a little bit more fun.
Yeah, so that's Blitzcrank. You can
I remember when they first pitched this, they were trying to say like it's good if you're like the second player on a team. If so the main person can be like the good player, and then you could be like the assist player who's trying to learn with them. And I remember that was like dumb as fuck. But even if you like switch it, then like the new players playing and the good players like the assists, and they're like coaching you throughout the way, you can't be coached like mid game when you're new. There's way too much shit happening. You're not gonna keep up, basically. So now this time they're saying like, oh, it's good if you're playing on your own and you do this. You just can learn one character at a time. So they like switched their like marketing around this idea.
You can play
So
Blitzcrank
funny.
during closed beta. If you playtested before, no need to register again. Otherwise, you can sign up at...
We're gonna play. That's the thing. So yeah, I mean, he looks crazy. People were kind of like, because he was like teased, but not teased. He was like foiled. Like people knew, like it blitzed, bro. And I remember Sejam, the moment he saw it was blitzing, he's like, I forget what exactly he said, but he's like, I can't say anything, but that would be crazy if he was in the game. So, but then like the next day, they're like, yeah, Blitz is in the fucking game. And they had the splash art, and then he came out. And he's like, this character is nuts, bro. And he looks like it. He has like a ton of shit. All the other characters, they kind of like move a lot, but Blitzcrank is like doing shit. He's gonna rocket grab you. Even if he doesn't grab you, like the command grab, the rocket grab puts you in threat of the command grab. So even if it's never used, it's always like in play. Like the threat of it is always there, which is fucked. He shouldn't do that, but it's Blitzcrank, so of course he has to do that.
play2xko.com.
Have fun. Don't get grabbed.
Okay, grabbed. Good fucking luck. That's Blitz. Okay, I'm excited. I'm gonna play the game. My hype for Vi kind of died down. I kind of don't care as much, but Blitz looks sick as fuck. I still like Echo from when I played. I still like Braum from when I played. I will try Vi. I'm more excited for Jinx. I'm more excited for Blitz. So that's kind of the order of operations I got here. This is like day 2 of the thing being out. I don't know how long I'll be able to play because they kind of just drop this shit on you and you're like, oh fuck, things I gotta do, bro. I got a car to fix this weekend, bro. Tune in next time for the fucking video, okay? I won't take months and months and months to do it this time. I'll try to get it like in orderly fashion. All right, goodbye. I'm done.